Hi, my name is Katie Yamasaki, and today I'm going to read to you my book, When the Cousins Came. The night before the cousins came, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't wait to paint together, ride bikes together, and camp outside together. My brother Koji was just a baby, but my cousins were big kids like me. Finally, someone to play with, I thought. When the cousins came, Rosie had her hair in 2 puffy balls on top of her head. My hair was in 2 flat braids that pointed straight down. Takeo's hair was like a little shark fin. 4 boys in my class have mohawks, he said. Oh, I said. Nobody in my class had a mohawk. Rosie and Takeo helped me make my hair look like a little shark fin too. When the cousins came, I invited them to ride bikes. We brought our own wheels, said Rosie. Takeo and Rosie sped off on their skateboards and I chased after them on my bike. Later, Rosie helped me balance on the board. I helped Takeo balance on the bike. When it was time for dinner, we had noodles. Rosie asked for chopsticks. Here you go, said Mom. We have chopsticks, I asked. Hold them like this, said Takeo. I tried and tried. After dinner, I asked the cousins if they wanted to go for a night walk. Night is scary, said Rosie. We don't go outside at night, said Takeo. Something might get you. It's okay, I said. I promise. As we walked outside, Rosie and Takeo held hands tightly. I wished they would hold my hands too. Fireflies glowed brightly, slowly turning their light bulb bodies on and off. What is that? Asked Takeo. I caught a firefly and cupped it in my hands. The firefly bumped gently against the walls of my palms. Just look, I whispered to Rosie. The next morning, I took out my paints and paper. Rosie and Takeo watched me paint. We paint too, said Rosie. Everything the cousins did was a little bit extra special. For the last night of the cousins' visit, I wanted to do something extra special too. Tonight, we are going to camp outside, I told them. No way, said Takeo. Too scary, said Rosie. It will be so fun, I promised. Why don't you just camp inside, said Pop. I gathered sheets and started to build us a great tent. Takeo wanted to build his own tent. Why don't we just share one tent, I asked him. Brothers and sisters stick together, he said. Koji was asleep in his crib, so I went to my tent by myself. I could hear Takeo and Rosie whispering and giggling. I could see their flashlight shining through the tent walls. My tent was silent and still. I'll just go back to my bedroom, I thought. Camping alone was not what I had in mind. Just then, I felt my tent walls rustling. The flashlight shone inside. Come on, Rosie whispered. Rosie had made a tunnel to connect our tents. I crawled like a silent lion on the prowl, following Rosie's flashlight through the dark tunnel. The cousins had made a sign for me. It said, Firefly Tent, home of our best cousin, Lila. When the cousins left, we all hugged. Once they were gone, I snuck into our tent. There was a note from me on the pillow. Dear Lila, please come visit our apartment. Please bring these things. 1, your bike. 2, fireflies. 3, sheets for the world's biggest tent that we are going to make. Love, your favorite cousins, Rosie and Takeo. The end.